Welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's that we're hunting through, looking for those elusive alphabet 10p's. Ideally we want some 2019 dated ones. We've never completed the 2019 book, but we have got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, R, T, U, V and X. So still the last 7 we've been stuck on for eons, it feels like. But because the 2019s are so rare, so scarce, so hard to find, we started a second 2018 book, which we are 1 letter off of completing. We did H for the Houses of Parliament, otherwise it is all complete. So let's get into these bags, see what we get. Okay then, so whilst the hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be going through some comments which have recently been left on my videos. First one comes from Smithy. Says, some really nice coins. I agree with your sentiment about being able to remove the band/artist and still recognise who it is easily. Great stuff, Christopher. Well, thank you very much. So that's regarding some of the Music Legends coins. I think what makes a good Music Legends coin, like the first 3 that came out, is if you remove the name of the artist, you should still be able to tell who the artist is, and some of them I don't feel have quite hit that mark, like the Rolling Stones. For me, the Police, although someone that was a bigger fan of the Police than I was, did point out in the comments that it does scream the Police, and I have caveated that with I'm not the massive fan of it, so it may say the Police more to a fan of the band than it would to myself. So yeah, I think the Rolling Stones is probably the one that probably could have done some tweaking to really make it seem like the Rolling Stones. Right, Fountain Well 49 Man says, just a thought, at some time the technologies may be withdrawn and replaced with Britannia with with CR the third, so Charles Rex the third, King Charles. That would escalate their value dependent on how many are melted down. I think your presumption is based on faulty information there. There is no plan to withdraw the coins that have the Queen on them. So obviously all the Technologies £2 coins have the Queen's portrait on them. All the definitive £2 coins, unless there's a change in the definitive coins for King Charles III, will be Britannia's. So, as I said, there's no plan to withdraw any coins just because the Queen's on them. Naturally, as coins get damaged, worn down, they get lost, they need to be replaced. And all the new coins being minted will have the King's portrait on it. But again, the Technologies, unless there's some crazy overhaul redesign of the £2 coin, they're going to be out in circulation for many years to come. So the problem as well is, even if they stop being used in currency like the old round pound coins, doesn't mean they're all going to be worth a fortune. The round pound coins, there's very few of those that are worth more than sort of a pound, a smidge over a pound. So there are plenty still floating around in circulation. There's plenty of pre-decimal coins which we haven't used in over 50 years. That just because they were withdrawn and no longer used hasn't added tons of value to them. John Chastain says, the phrase too much cannot appear in the same sentence as spent money on coins. Next question. That was my last video going through all the bits and pieces that I bought from the Royal Mint recently. I've got a little pile, there's about 4 or 5 boxes off to the side, and I said in the video I'm sure I had my Shirley Bassey coin, but didn't have it to hand to show it off, and it turns out I did. I had that and one other coin, which I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, maybe Morgana. Morgana was in the video, wasn't it? There was another coin, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but they had arrived and I just hadn't stacked them where I would normally stack my new coins ready for the next big unboxing video, so saved them for the next one whenever. I think I probably needed 4 or 5 more boxes before we come back to do that. But yes, I did feel like, oh, this is a lot of money that's been spent on coins, but it's over a long period of time because I don't do these big unboxing of all the coins I've been buying very frequently, so they're quite fun to do. Right, Jim Carno says, is it me, or are all the fake coins you've come across been 2015? That was on a £2 coin video. Possibly. I can't think off the top of my head what years are more prevalently faked. I know like the double die obverses are mainly, I think it's 2010. Yeah, 2010 I believe. Lots of the rotation errors are 2015s. I can't recall what specific dates my fake £2 coins. Maybe I did a date run of fake £2 coins. That'd be kind of neat, I think. Larry Pickering says, what initials are under the Queen's head? So yes, there are some little letters under the portrait of the Queen on the obverse or head side of the coin. The most prevalently you will see IRB and JC. They are just the initials of the artist who designed the coin. So IRB is Ian Rank Broadley, who designed the 4th portrait of the Queen. JC is Jodie Clark, who designed the 5th and final portrait of the Queen. And on the King's portrait there's MJ for Martin Jennings, who's designed his portrait. So that's all that is, and even on the reverses you'll see some initials on some of the coins of the designers. Sometimes they're quite well hidden inside the design. Paul Hoskin says they scrapped the £1 coin for a new one because of fakes, so why haven't they scrapped the technologies for a new one as well because of all the fakes? So I can only make an assumption. The reason that the pound coin was scrapped and replaced with a new, updated, more secure, counterfeit-proof coin was because of the percentage of fakes. Once the percentage reaches a level of 5% of all the circulating coins of that denomination being fakes, it voids that coin as currency, and it got up to 3% and was only ever going to rise up from that. So we can only assume that the percentage of fake £2 coins out in circulation is quite a bit less than the 3% when they started panicking for the round pound coin. I don't know what the percentage would be, and I find them every now and again. I don't find them too often, but the problem was the pound coin was being withdrawn, or had been withdrawn, when I started making my videos, so I don't really have a comparison to make as to how many fake pound coins I would find in a £500 coin hunt compared to in a £2 coin hunt. They might have been more prevalent, they might have been less prevalent. It's a shame that I didn't get a chance to do that many round pound coin hunts. Jim Carner again says, a new book is always so exciting. Yes, so we have recently started a new £2 coin book. It is always, I totally agree, it's quite exciting. Every coin is a new coin for the book. There's lots of gaps being filled. We get lots of videos where we get to put new coins in as it slowly gets whittled down to find out what it is we're going to get stuck on. I'm not totally convinced that I know what I'm going to get stuck on. I think I made a prediction of the Rio handover though. I can't remember why. Oh, that was it, because we found an additional Rio handover on the very last hunt, I think it was. Was it Beijing? I can't remember now. This just goes to show how bad my memory is. But yeah, so it'd be fascinating to know how many episodes it takes to fill the book. I think the last one took a bit longer than the one before that, but that one 2 books ago was kind of record time. Right, Robert Twinter says, hi Christopher, just to let you know I've finally got 2 Coronation 50p's. Very nice. So yes, I've still yet to find what a Coronation 50p. I'm excited to the prospect of getting a new 50p. It doesn't matter how common the coins end up being, that first new coin is always very, very exciting, so I totally share your opinions. I remember when the 2017 Beatrix Potters were new in circulation, getting very excited to find my first Benjamin Bunny and Tom Kitten, Jeremy Fisher, Peter Rabbit, and now we look at them and we think, oh, another Benjamin Bunny, another Jeremy Fisher, another Tom Kitten. But obviously when the coin is first minted, first put in circulation, back then we didn't even have indicative mintage figures, so we had no idea of knowing how rare the coin was going to be until the mintage figures would come out a couple of years later. Sublime Sound says, how about a territories counter? So yeah, this was when I was looking at the new counts for the £2 coin book. Territories counters, it's been suggested before. I think it's too broad of a range for one counter, because there is the Isle of Man and Gibraltar, Jersey, Guernsey, Falkland Islands, but then where do you draw the line? Is St Helena an Ascension territory? Is there are some other sort of little countries that have the Queen's portrait on, that's pounds and pence. Where do I start drawing the line? There's also, it will cause furore in the comments because people will argue, oh, it's not technically a territory, it's a crown dependency, and I don't want to put up with that level of anarchiness. The Darth Mushroom, I like that name, says, are you going to update finished books with new coins? So at the moment I don't. When I finish a book, it is complete. That is done. I don't currently go back and fill gaps with coins that have been released in circulation since. So I think my first book came out, finished just before the 2017 Beatrix Potters hit circulation, so I don't think that's even got a Benjamin Bunny in it. I'm still in the process of moving them out of the albums I use, which are great for medium-term storage, but anything more than sort of 5 years and the PVC and the pages will start leaking and affecting the coins, so I move them into coin flips, and then I've got album pages which I can put the coin flips in, so the coins won't be affected longer term. So I've considered maybe getting a different colour of coin flip to add in the additional coins to make up the set. I think I've also got one 50p set that's missing a Kew Gardens, because that was the last one for the book, and we drew a line under the sand and moved on to the next book, because just hunting for Kew Gardens would be a little bit demoralising trying to complete the books. So I've considered getting something that will make the additional coins, making it up to a complete set, stand out, so I can still see, well, that's where book 1 ended, that's where book 2 ended, blah 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 blah. But at the moment I don't. Oh, there we go. With not many bags to go, P for postbox. 2019 as well. Woohoo! Amazing stuff. We'll finish up with one more comment from Exploring an Adventure C. Says, I know this is going to sound strange, but I think that 2021 Britannia will be the second to last, and the bogey one will be Commonwealth Games Scotland. It very well could be. I'm really determined to get 2021 Britannia in one of my £2 coin books. The mintage figure might be quite high, as it's about 6 million, wasn't it? And then 2022, I can't remember what the mintage figure was off the top of my head. I should know about it because I've been writing and reading about it for so many days. But being at the Raw Mint when they were minting them and being really excited to come back on the videos and say, oh, we know that we're going to get 2021 Britannia, because that's what they were minting when we were there, and they've not turned up in circulation yet. They're obviously sat at the Raw Mint long store waiting for demand to ship them out, and now that we've had 2 successive years of new £2 coins, hopefully a new commemorative one isn't too far off in the future. I've speculated that potentially they want to get some more Britannias out there to sort of address the balance between technologies and Britannias. Like, you'll find lots of shields and lots of Britannias, obviously more Britannias, but at the moment on the 50p's that is, but on the £2 coins you're much more likely to find technologies. So maybe we'll get a few more years of Britannias before we finally get some commemorative £2 coins. Well, with that being said though, let's get back to the coins. Well, there we go, our finds for today. We've got a Croatian 2 kuna, which do turn up from time to time. There's this coppery looking 10 pence. It's just corroded. It's reacted to something. I don't think that's actually struck on the wrong planchet, as many people will jump to the assumption of. I just think it's kind of cool. It goes into my oddities box with other weird wacky things. But star find, P for postbox. It's a 2019 dated one, and it's one of the 7 we're still missing. So for the first time in a long time, we get to put a 10p into the 2019 book. So there we go. Sat nice and proud. Perfect stuff. Now we are down to 6 coins for 2019. Very cool. We don't get to do that all too often. But links as ever in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, to the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course the Britannia Coin Company, who I work for as my day job, making videos for them, so please do check that channel out as well. All it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.